Welcome everyone, Pastor Dave. It's Monday, January 9th, 2012. I have a story for you coming out of the Philippines, and I'm going to put the link to the article below in the description box. I want to thank fellow watchman on the wall, my right-hand man, who brings me many of my news articles to bring to you. This comes from Mark, single dad living for Jesus. So much going on in the world as we watch end-time Bible prophecy come to life in the last days. And what does the living word tell us? Christians around the world are being murdered, are being slaughtered, and are being persecuted. And let me read real quick before I bring you the story out of the Philippines. Matthew 24, verse 9. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations for my namesake. And look what's going on in Nigeria. So many Christians are being killed and murdered and slaughtered by these Muslim militants for his namesake. And with that said, in the Philippines, there are massive numbers, millions and millions, estimated at 9 million Christians, despite all odds, despite warnings from these Muslim militant terrorist groups that they would stop this procession at all costs, and threats of bombs going off. This group of Christians, estimated 9 million strong, they went ahead anyway with their procession. And I want to bring you the story. Now, let me make one thing clear. It's all Christians of all denominations, no matter how we feel about one denomination or another. All Christians around the world are being persecuted. But despite all odds, knowing what may happen, it may cost them their life, they carried on with their plans with this procession. I'll put the link below. It's coming out of the Philippines, Associated Press. Millions of Filipino Christians defy terror warning. And it's millions and millions of Roman Catholic devotees. And they paraded with a charred, I'm not going to read the article, I'm going to put it below so you have it. There's pictures. It's a charred, burnt figure of Christ with the cross, and 9 million estimated strong. Despite warnings, they had a police escort, helicopters flying above, blocking cell phone usage so bombs could not go off. Despite the knowledge and the warnings from these terrorist, Muslim, militant, jihad groups, don't do this because we'll stop you. We'll stop you. And they threatened them. They all gathered together, estimated 9 million, and went ahead with their procession and held their service at the end, despite warnings to not do this. Terrorist attacks, threats of terrorist attacks from these Muslim militant groups. So, with all that's going on in the world, here, these group, 9 million strong Christians, Catholics, got together, people in wheelchairs coming just to want to touch the cross. They went ahead, and the president of the Philippines, the police force, the military, all were on standby and trying to offer protection. I want to bring you the story. I think you'll find it interesting. The article will be below in the description box above the comments. Leave me your comments. God bless everyone. See you in a few.